Well, good morning and welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Becca. Or I guess you could say, in the Starbucks with Becca. So, what I'm doing today as a nice fall reprieve from all of the craziness is I am turning to one of life's greatest sources of solace, Starbucks. Coffee, pastries, pleasant, wonderful bits of warm food and drink. Come on, Starbucks is amazing, and I know it's a major corporation and a lot of people think they burn their coffee. But I don't go there to get the coffee, okay? I go there, obviously, to get lattes, to get delicious warm drinks and iced drinks. So I wanted to do something lighthearted, do something fun, and I just so happened to find myself with a bunch of egg whites because I failed 4 separate times to make hollandaise sauce, which only takes egg yolks, so I had a lot of egg whites. So I was like, you know what's a great idea? Why don't I make my Starbucks order? So, what I normally get in the fall is obviously a pumpkin spice latte. Yes, I am a basic bitch, okay? We're moving on from that. We know this, we accept this, we're moving on. I get a venti pumpkin spice latte with 3 pumps and no whip. So, I'm gonna do that today. Also, would like to address the issue with pumpkin spice latte that came out in 2014, 2015, because there was no actual pumpkin in a pumpkin spice latte. Yeah, I'd hope not. Get your gourd out of my coffee. But now I think they do have pumpkin in it because everyone was up in arms because it didn't have pumpkin in the pumpkin spice latte when it's pumpkin, whatever. Also, I don't have an espresso machine, I just have drip coffee, and I don't have a milk steamer. So really it's just gonna be a pumpkin spice simple syrup and drip coffee and half, because that's what I have. That's my plan for the pumpkin spice latte. And then I normally get a spinach and feta wrap and a banana. So for my breakfast, that's what I'm making. And the spinach and feta wrap, it's a whole wheat tortilla with egg white, cooked spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, and feta cheese. It is so delicious. You can make some homemade whole wheat tortillas and then make some egg whites and some spinach, and it's gonna be delicious. But yeah, so that is my Starbucks order. We're making a pumpkin spice latte with no whip. We are making a spinach and feta wrap. Let's go.
A large bowl, combine 1 cup of white flour, 1 cup of whole wheat, plus 1 large pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. To that, you're gonna add 1/4 cup of melted butter and 3/4 cup of almost boiling water. Add those to the flour, and at first you're using a spoon because the hot water is very, very hot. Once it's tolerable, start kneading the dough by hand until it forms a dough ball, and then knead it on the countertop until you get a soft, not sticky dough ball. Cover in plastic wrap and let set for an hour. For the pumpkin syrup, combine equal parts sugar and water. I'm using a 1/2 cup of each. In a small saucepan, heat on medium heat until the sugar fully dissolves and it turns clear. Then add about a 1/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk and about a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Don't forget to add a pinch of salt. Stir to combine and let sit to get to room temperature. It has rested for an hour. Cut into 8 pieces. Take each piece and, using your hands, shape them into a ball. Once all your pieces have been shaped into balls, cover them with plastic wrap. Flour your work surface. Take a ball, flour that as well, and gently press into a circle. Then use your rolling pin to roll out as thin as you can, making sure to flip and flour each side so it doesn't stick. Meanwhile, heat your pan up to a high temperature, and then once your dough is rolled out very thin, add it to your pan, no grease, no nothing. After about 15 to 20 seconds, you'll see bubbles start to develop. Flip your tortilla, cook on the other side for about 10 seconds, and then place on a towel-lined plate and make the rest of your tortillas. Next step, brew some coffee. I like this kind. For the inside of our wrap, you're gonna take 2 handfuls of spinach, chop it, about an ounce of crumbled feta cheese, 8 egg whites, and about a half tablespoon of butter. Cook your egg whites on medium-low heat. Once they're mostly cooked, add your spinach and fold in. Then add your sun-dried tomatoes, add in. Give it a good seasoning with fresh pepper and salt. Mix to combine. Finally, take your warm tortilla, add half of your mix, add feta on top, wrap, and eat. Pour your coffee, add your pumpkin spice syrup. I did about 2.5 teaspoons, a splash of half and half, and there you have it. Starbucks breakfast.
All right, so it's time to try it. Let's start with coffee first. It's pretty good. It's not nearly as sweet. I don't think I used enough of the pump, but you get a lot more of the spice, which honestly is not too overwhelming. I was nervous it was gonna like taste like potpourri because I added in, but honestly it tastes really nice. So let's try the spinach and feta wrap. It's delicious. Awesome. Well, this is really fun. I hope you guys experiment around and make some of your own Starbucks stuff at home. Recipe will be in the bottom, and I'll see you guys in the kitchen next time. Bye. I gotta get to work.